Good morning. I am coming to you live from O'Hare Airport. So I'm coming in a little bit early this week, or early today, to do the Oracle card reading because at my normal time, 9:15 Central, I will be in an airplane. So I pulled my cards. I tried to find a relatively quiet corner. So I hope you can hear me. What I have to share first is that when I was typing in Oracle card reading for the week, it auto-corrected to releasing. So I am super excited to see what's going to come through. Cool. So I pulled the three cards, and we have, as always, the Maiden, Mother, and Crone, or we can also think of it as past, present, future. So really, whatever is going on for you this week, whatever is coming up for you that, or even just, opening up to guidance for this week, just keep that in mind. All right, so our Maiden, or kind of like the situation that informs the current or our past, one could think of it as the past, is in a leap of faith. I love that. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So what I'm getting from this is that something that you may have already planted the seeds for or have been considering, now's that time to take that leap of faith. So we're finally, Mercury retrograde is behind us. I don't know about you, but it was a doozy for me. So anywho, okay, so that's lovely. Yeah, and I'm loving her like fairy wings, the beautiful sky behind her. Take a look at this little piece of artwork there. Cool, huh? And I'm just going to see if there's any additional guidance. Okay. So they're talking a little bit here about indecision, procrastination. So this could be informing. If there's something that you've been putting off, something that you've been holding off on, maybe now's the time to put it into action and take that leap of faith. All right, beautiful. So in terms of the fullness of our current situation or the present, what I call the mother, guidance from the mother is, wow, she's been coming up a lot, Ostara, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So building on the card we just pulled, it's more of the same, right? This is exactly what happened last week. Like the whole reading was so cohesive, almost like Divine Mother was like, if you didn't get my point the first time around, let me give you another. But there is a different aspect, right, that Ostara brings in, which is the moment is ripe, right? So not only are you being encouraged to take that leap of faith for things that you may have planted the seed for, but really feel into what is the divine timing, and tune in, and you'll be able to tell which of those projects, which of those simmering pots that you're ready to take the lid off and start ladling out, like which one is really ready to bring to light. And then finally, this is so good. Okay, so future crone, this can be our wise self speaking to us. That can be kind of like some future stuff. This is what I love. Okay, so this is such really practical guidance. Like I love to say that I'm woo, but I'm pragmatic woo. I'm always looking for what's the real life grounding in the body message, right? And Sulis, or bodies of water, this is also just to give you, the deck that I'm using is the guidance card from Doreen Virtue. So an old standby, and it's nice because the messages are very clear, almost not, I wouldn't say simple, I don't mean that in a denigrating way. I mean in this particular reading is super, super crystal clear. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. Well, guess where I'm heading? I'm heading out to the East Coast. I swear this reading is not just for me. So, a couple of things. If you are heading or near water, water is incredibly healing and grounding. And if you think about it, we are 72% water ourselves, right? So for us, it's imperative. And if you're wired like I am, being near water, especially ocean water, salt water, is really key to my kind of like maintaining my connectedness to the earth, to myself, to my health even. So I would think about this for you. It doesn't have to be salt water, it could be fresh water. And I'm going to share something that a good friend of mine, Reverend Francis Faden, shared with me, which is how to turn your bathtub into an ocean. This is so cool. And I will, I'll just describe it quickly. You'll want to use magnesium flakes. I also will throw in some Dead Sea salts or sea salt in there as well. And then there's this wonderful like seaweed that you can get that you just put in like a little bit, and it just kind of brews in with the water as it runs. Just waiting for the announcement to end. So what's so powerful about when she first told me about this recipe of like the magnesium flakes and the seaweed, like I could feel my mermaid tail like unravel and like thunk out onto the bathtub. So most of us are super lucky in that we have access to water. Take full advantage of it. So even if you're not near like a, kind of first choice would be an external body of water. See if you can just spend some time there, walk by it, anything like that. And then the other option would be to turn your bathtub. It can be a freshwater body of water, or if you want to follow my recipe and turn it into an ocean, you can do that too. And I'll post the when I'm at my when I'm kind of settled in where I'm going. I'll log back in and share that full recipe with you, so you can know where to find that stuff. I highly recommend it. It's very, very soothing. So that is our reading for this week. Take that leap of faith that you have been putting off, perhaps, or holding out, waiting for that right fertile moment. It has arrived, my friend. And to support you in doing that, spend some time around water. Really, so what I'm getting is the importance of water in this case is that very often when we're procrastinating, when we're holding off from doing something, it's because of fear, right? So what water does is it just like takes that from us, right? You can literally like there's another goddess, Yamanya, and her ceremony, what people do is they build like little paper boats or or white flowers, and they put them in the ocean with their desires, and they let them like drift off to Yamanya to grant those wishes. So really think of water's amazing capacity to just carry away any fears you may have, as well as to plant the seeds of your desires. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful week. And I look forward to hearing how this reading went down for you. Talk to you soon. From my heart to yours, I love you. Take what you need and pass it on.